To SBR Forum videos, I'm your host Natalie Rydström. The 2013 French Open final has been set with an all-Spanish finale. Here now with us to discuss the betting value is SBR Forum contributor Nila Amerova. Nila, thanks for joining us.
Hi Natalie, nice to see you again.
Now briefly, what did you make of the semi-finals?
Oh gosh, where does one begin? Briefly, I guess Nadal Djokovic was an epic. It was probably one of the best clay court finals, semi-finals. It almost felt like a final, but it was a semi-final, which is a bit of a shame. But it was epic. There no words can describe. I think how great both of them played, and it's really sad to say that there had to be a loser at the end of the day. But great job for Nadal to actually come back in the fifth set and win it in such amazing style. As to the second semi-final between Tsonga and Ferrer, I think in a word we can say it was disappointing. Even the French crowd booed Tsonga as he left the court. So I think that pretty much sums up the two semi-finals.
That's certainly right. It was a bit of a disappointment, and certainly at SBR Forum, Tsonga was actually the favourite to win the semi-final there. Rafael Nadal, he clawed his way to a hard-earned historic five-set victory against Novak Djokovic, setting up this all-Spaniard finale against two very close friends. We're talking obviously about David Ferrer, who gamely dismissed Tsonga in the three sets. Nadal is 7.5 to 1 favourite over Ferrer. Now, where is the value on the money line here?
Well, Natalie, it's a good question. I guess the way anybody that's looking to put a play on this game or this match it depends. I mean, what your definition of value is. If you're looking value as the winning bet, or if you're looking at value as the sort of the money-making play. If it's the former, then it's obviously, I think, Nadal. I think most of us will agree that Nadal is the strong favorite to win, and for good reason. So if that's your value, if that's where your definition of value is found, then I think you should go with Nadal. But if you're looking at value in terms of sort of the return on investment, then your value play is going to be Ferrer, but it is a long shot.
But then if obviously Ferrer doesn't win, then you lose your money, and so maybe not quite the value there.
Exactly.
Okay, well, does Ferrer at ±7 on games on the handicap look appealing to you?
It does, definitely. I actually like Ferrer to put forward a competitive match against Nadal. One has to look at the head-to-head record between the two players, and that tells one story. Nadal leads 19-4 against Ferrer, which basically makes it a very tough match for Ferrer to win in the eyes of many people. And especially when you break that head-to-head record down, you find that Ferrer is 1-17 against Nadal on clay, which includes an 8-match losing streak as well on clay. However, in the last two clay court matches that Ferrer played against Nadal, he really made some inroads into the Nadal clay court game. He did win a set off Nadal, and he played a very competitive 3-set match altogether, even though he lost. If you tally up the score for how many games the difference is there, the handicap that we have set really does apply, and I think Ferrer can keep this match very close. I don't see him winning it. That's my personal opinion, but I think he can definitely take a set off Nadal, and I think he can keep the match close. So I would go under 7 in this particular case.
Okay, and what are your thoughts as to the over or under 35 total games?
That's a good one. Given that in the two matches that I just mentioned before, the Rome and Madrid, and the fact that in those the total tally of games was around 25 plus, one of them I think even reached 30, I think in the best of 5 set scenario, we can definitely see over 35.
Okay. Now, I know you've been up since 4 a.m. this morning, catching both of the games. Has it been worth it?
Oh, it was extremely worth it. I don't regret it, especially the Nadal Djokovic match. I mean, it was a historic match, and you just can't PVR something like that. You have to watch it live. So definitely worth it.
Yeah, certainly was, Nila. Nila, thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me.